Hello again, Archons, and welcome back to Keyflux, Adventurer of the Crucible. We are now ready to start game 2. Yes, more games in. But first, I need a nice drink. It's Saturday night, I'm in Denmark, and the weather is quite nice outside, so I'm enjoying a very cute Danish beer. This video is in no way sponsored by Danish beers. Anyway, let's get going with deck 2. Here we go. Alright, crack open this box again. Which deck will we pick? Let's go for, yeah, this one in the middle there. I'm choosing in a very random fashion. Okay, so we have okay, the right side over there. So today we are going to play with manual Snakemark Ice Stopper with Shadows, Saurian, and Untamed. Let's see how this goes. So far, 2 Dark Tidings deck and no Unfathomable. I've got 2 Dark Tidings with Unfathomable that I got beforehand. So I did get to play a little bit with the house. I know what they can do. A little bit. Not a lot, but I've got a little bit of experience. So anyway, let's get going with this one. Let's see what this can do. Quite like the Archon art on this one. Really interesting with those like little how do you call these things? Kind of like the reef that the where's the camera? There's the camera. The reef that the Roman emperors were. It's really neat. Big crab. Oh yeah, and still no evil twin by the way. So I've got that's my 5th Dark Tidings deck. No evil twin so far, so we'll see. Still a chance to get one. Okay, so shuffling there is ready. Let's shuffle this guy just a touch. I did pre-shuffle it, but you know, never hurts to shuffle ever so slightly more. Hopefully this game will be a little more to my advantage than the previous one. But yeah, that mistake of not removing the upgrade on the Keyraken definitely did not help. So let's stay mindful of the board state. Not always easy to focus on the game while the camera is staring at you. So trying to ignore the camera, but while keeping awareness of the camera so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. So, surprise, what have we got in hand? Decadence, Francis the Economist, Ritual of Balance, that could come in handy. Physicus Felix, if the tide is high, you may exalt a creature. Carpe Vinum, play, exalt 2 enemy creatures. Oh, that's pretty cool. Ooh, Imperial Road, nice, that's my first Imperial Road, I did not have that card before. I love the art, balance sheet, your work is fantastic. Well, like all the art, like I said in the previous video, this one as well, I love. It's beautiful. But yeah, there's really something about what this guy does. It's quite amazing. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's quite a strong Saurian hand here. Not the best to begin with, because yeah, exalt 2 enemy creatures on first turn, not good. If the tide is high, you may exalt a creature, exalt ready and use a friendly creature. So yeah, let's go with a mulligan. I think even if it's a 4 card Saurian first turn. Let's see what we can get out of this with a bit of reshuffling. But I'm really chuffed about that Imperial Road there. That's the first time I've got this card. Awesome. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more drink for strength. Cheers. Ah, lovely. And here we go. A Deepwater Gruen, yay! Oh, a Key Frog. Oh, that's good. Ostracize. Lose 1 if you do purge a creature. Oh, the Imperial Road's back. Nice. Maybe there's 2 of them, who knows? And loot or pillage. Choose 1, steal 1, or a friendly creature captures 3. Alright, so that's okay. Okay, so what should I go first? Interesting. So I can either start with Deepwater Gruen to get up some Ember but give 1 to the Keyraken and have my Key Frog in play, or just waste the Ostracize and put down the Imperial Road. Let's give the Keyraken 1 Ember. Let's go with that. Up 2 Ember for me and 1 for Keyraken. And then Key Frog. The tide is low, by the way. Oops, should be on that side. Okay. 3, 4, Gladiodontus, Mushroom Man, Siren Horn. Oh, okay, so we'll have a nice big Saurian turn. Okay, now 2 cards. Into the Abyss. Action, gain 1 Ember. Discard my hand and draw 4 cards. If the tide is high, I may lower the tide instead. Oh no! Alright, goodbye, good hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Whirlpool Eddy. Gain 1 Ember. Artifact. Action. Stun and exhaust 1 of your creatures that's not already stunned. If all of my creatures are stunned, destroy Whirlpool Eddy and lower the tide. Okay. And then the Keyraken Reaps. Okay, so it's pretty strong turn for the Keyraken there. Not great for me. What have I got now? A Trojan Sauropod! Yay! Contendant for the worst card in the set. Awesome. What the hell am I gonna do with that? Infighting. Each creature does damage equal to its power to its right neighbor. Deadman Chest. Oh. Play. Put 4 Ember on Deadman's Chest from the command supply. Deal 2 damage to a creature. After 6 or more creatures are destroyed in a turn, if Deadman's Chest is ready, move each Ember from Deadman's Chest to the active player's pool. What an interesting card. Very interesting. Oh, this deck is spicy there. It's got some fun stuff. Hobnobber. Creature. Action. If your opponent has 6 Ember or more, steal 2. Okay, well, that's another great hand. I don't really want to do infighting. That's like this card obviously would be played if I knew what's in there. I do not, so surprise. What would we do? I could rip twice. Well, I could throw the. No, there's no sense throwing anything at the Keyraken, and he's got 6 armor right now. Let's cycle through my hands. So let's play this thing because that's hilarious. All right, so 4 Ember on Deadman's Chest, and then let's play this guy. Okay, and then spend 2 to raise the tide. Okay. Okay, 2, 3. Way of the Pixie. Siren Horn. Okay, so we've got 2 Siren Horns. Reap also. All tied up. Okay. Alright, Keyraken. Race to the surface. Action. For each time the Keyraken has advanced this game, archives 1 adventure card and draw that many cards. Nope. So just 1 ember for him. Emergence. Okay, 1 ember. Action. Destroy 1 of my artifacts and exhaust 3 of my creatures. Well, I guess at least that goes back to the pool, I believe. Because, yeah, it doesn't go to any player when an artifact is destroyed. That's only capture. Don't quote me at that, but I'll check on the rules after this game. And exhaust 3 of my creatures. Well, there we go. Okay. Oh well. The Keyraken reaps. And then I will stun and exhaust 1 of my creatures that is not already stunned. Well, I guess we can throw it at Key Frog right now. It doesn't really matter. Okay, and that is the Keyraken's turn with 7 Ember. And all my creatures are exhausted. Okay. So, we've got a ton of Untamed in there. So if the tide is high, gain 1, otherwise raise the tide, yep. Ready reap with a friendly creature, yep. This creature gains reap, gain 1 Ember. Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, Untamed turn seems like the right choice. So let's start with all tide up action, gain 1 Ember. If the tide is high, it is gain 1 Ember. Nice, so I'll do a nice little burst. Then let's put the Way of the Pixie on the Deepwater Gruin. And then play the Reap also. So choose 1, ready, and reap with a friendly creature. Ready, reap, gain 2 Ember. So reap plus 1 from the Way of the Pixie. And I will discard Infighting, obviously. This is not a good play right now for myself. Yep. Okay, so that is my turn. And then we have, ooh, a Shoulder Eid. Nice. Loot or pillage. Venator Altum. And Physicus Felix. Lovely. The Keyraken advances. Completely irresponsible use of the bra. Made my viewers jump. Okay, here we go. Slippery Arm, finally, a creature. Well, not very much looking forward, but at least that allowed me to deal some damage. So, Reaper destroyed, yep. And then a Lashing Tentacle. Pray the most powerful creature, Skirmish. Okay, the Keyraken reaps. And I will stun. Well, based on what's in my hand, let's see. Who should get stunned? Well, I've got a ton of Saurian, so might be worth. Yeah, or well, don't. Yeah, actually, I might want to go Shadows there because I can steal 1, put down Shoulder Aid to protect. So this guy will play the most powerful, will fight the most powerful creature. So yeah, then he will have to fight Shoulder Aid. I think, oop, I forgot to lower the tide. Let's not forget to lower the tide after this guy advanced. So yeah, I think next turn will be Shadow's turn. That would make sense to me. So let's stun Deepwater Gruin then. Okay, and that is the Keyraken. Alright. My turn. Some energy. So let's go with shadows. Loot or pillage. Up. Let's steal one ember. Thank you, Keyraken. Then Hobnobber, well, will reap. Now, where should it go? On the left or on the right? Which is more important to protect? Hmm. Well, I guess Deepwater Gruen is disabled for a while. And then Hobnobber. Yeah, let's protect Hobnobber. Let's see. Well, yeah. Okay. Let's keep the tide low for now. For Carpe exalt two enemy creatures, Gladiodontus. Alright, so next turn will most definitely be a Saurian turn. Okay, Keyraken. Alright, two cards coming in. Alright, so now there's stuff happening with some creatures on the board. Crushing Arm. Okay, probably the least powerful flank creature. Preternatural Will. If the tide is low, heal 6 damage from the Keyraken. No damage. If the tide is high, you get 3 chains. Tide is low, so yeah, 6 damage to heal from the Keyraken, which wasn't damaged, so yay! Good timing. The Keyraken reaps. The Slippery Arm reaps, and because the tide is low, the Keyraken. Excuse me, I will edit that out. The Keyraken archives 1 adventure card. Oh, there we go. Pride, the most powerful creature, so we'll go on Shoulder Id. Ah, of course, there's Skirmish, so Shoulder Id will not deal damage in return. Ah, oh well. What a shame. I could have stole one, I did not. Okay, and then action, stun and exhaust Shoulder Id. That's the obvious target there. Yep. I need to stop doing that with my nose. It's a bit weird. Get so self-aware with the camera, it's crazy. Alright, so I get to forge a key. Woo! That's an incredible advancement compared to last game. Yay! Ka-ching! I'll have a good sound effect for that one. Okay, so yeah, let's go through our hand and go Saurian. So, in what order are we gonna do things? Is there anything that needs to be protected behind Shoulder Id? So I've got this guy who play fight. If the tide is high, I may exalt a creature. When he's dealt damage, if the tide is low, exalt him. The Trojan Sauropod. There's a phone ringing. Okay. I don't know about that. Alright. So, yeah, I will want to raise the tide, obviously. Okay, I don't think there's anything that needs protection right now. So this guy will fight the least powerful flank creature. So at least I'll get to steal one if I make sure that this guy is on the flank, because then Crushing Harm will have to fight that. So this guy will fight Gladiodontus, obviously, and then will not destroy it. So then this will fight Shoulder Id, which will allow me to steal one. And then after that, he would fight again. Alright, so he will destroy Shoulder Id. Powerful flank creature. Yeah. So I have no choice but to lay down my Saurian on the left with Gladiodontus at the edge. Okay, so let's play Venator Altum first. Then I want this guy to, yeah, have the tide high so I can exalt a creature. That's always nice. So I need to lay down my siren horn to something. Oh, that's fixing. I guess I'll put it on this guy. Up, siren horn. Then I will spend the 2 ember to raise the tide. Okay, so now I can play Physicus Felix. The tide is high, so I may exalt a creature. Let's exalt the, the Crushing Arm or the Lashing Tentacle. Because this guy, I can kill this guy quite fast, so I think I'll exalt him. And then I'll play the Carpe Venom to exalt 2 enemy creatures. Let's exalt the Lashing Tentacle and the Crushing Arm to our enemies. Carpe Venom to our enemies. Oh yeah. And then Gladiodontus, who enters play stunned. And the Trojan Sauropod. What do I do with this? It enters play under my opponent's control. Omni, gain 3 Ember. Your opponent reveals their hand and puts each creature from it into play ready, then refills their hand as if it were their draw card step, destroys Trojan Sauropod. Well, yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. No way. I'm not giving the Keyraken 3 free Ember like that. That's just crazy. Okay, so that is my turn. Alright. 1, Francis the Economist. 2, Flumph. Hey, Flumph. Another Francis the Economist. Scouty Caper. Wow, we've got a lot of stuff that goes to the opponent there. What a weird deck. Ritual of Balance, yeah, we knew that was in there. And another Loot of or Pillage. Oh, nice. How many Loot or Pillage is that so far? Three Loot or Pillage. Wow, that's good. That's, yeah, nice. Okay, so Keyraken plus the archive. Grappling Tentacle. Play the most powerful non-flank creature. Play. Grappling Tentacle captures 3 Ember from me. If the tide is low, he captures 6 instead. Well, there's nothing to capture, so take that. Then, Devour Hold. For the remainder of the turn, the Keyraken gets Skirmish and Prey, the least powerful creature. It fights, then readies. That card is written in a very interesting way, and the first time I played it, completely misread the card and basically assumed that the thing would just like rule of 6 keep fighting, which actually no, it doesn't. It fights now, and then when it's its turn to be used normally, it fights again, and that's it. So yeah, read the card carefully. So the least powerful creature, that's my Key Frog. So the Keyraken fights my Key Frog, nukes the Key Frog. Okay, and then readies. All right. And finally, a Shield Arm Taunt. Okay. The Keyraken reaps. Okay. This reaps, and the tide is high, so no archive. This fights the most powerful creature. So Gladiodontus. Up, 3 damage. This fights the least powerful flank creature, so it crashes into Shoulder Id, takes no damage, but I steal 1 in return, and my Shoulder Id dies. Okay. Those guys don't do anything, they're exhausted, and then I can stun and exhaust one of my creatures that's not already stunned. So next turn, I think it's going to clearly be a Shadow's turn. I've got 4 Shadows card in hand. I've got Hobnobber here. That will not steal 2 because there's only 6 on the Keyraken side. Although it would be nice to kind of attack the Keyraken, deal some damage to it, because that board is starting to get out of hand. That's... Oh, but this guy could do some work, the Scowly Caper. Indeed. Because he will slowly eat at the Keyraken's battle line and pile up the damage. That's interesting. I think, yeah, I'll definitely go for Shadows next turn then. Alright, so we are going to stun and exhaust this guy here. Okay, alright, so that's the Keyraken. My turn. Okay, let's go with Shadows. So, well, I could always throw him at the Lashing Tentacle. I suppose that might not be a bad deal. I don't know at which point his ability would become available, and plus it's only a matter of time because before he becomes either stunned or destroyed by something. So yeah, let's yeah, let's go with well, first of all, yeah, let's loot or pillage, steal one. Take your ember. Thank you. I will then play Scowly Caper over there. So at the end of your turn, what does you... So Scowly Caper enters play under your opponent's control and can be used as if it belonged to any house. At the end of your turn, destroy one of Scowly Caper's neighbors. So your refers to me or to the Keyraken? I guess to the controller. That's I'm not too sure. I haven't played this guy very much, so I'm not entirely sure how he works actually. Hmm. Well, yeah. At the end of which turn? It's an interesting question. My economists, where do I put them? So this guy will fight the least powerful flank creature, so that will be him right now, unless I put a Francis down. If I... Well, yeah, either way it will be a Francis because I have to put down my Francises. Now, do I put them both on the same side or do I put one on next to Gladiodontus? That's an excellent question. I say let's put them on the other side. Not sure if that's the right choice or not, but yeah, let's go with that. Okay, this guy will fight the Lashing Tentacle. So up I get 2 Amber, and he's destroyed, dealing 3 damage to the Keyraken. This guy is destroyed. Okay. Alright. Now, I do... Alright. So, I will have a look at the rules on Scowly Caper. Quickly check Arcana. So, I will accelerate this part. Okay, so here my opponent put a Scowly Caper at the end of my turn. So, it's at the end of the Keyraken's turn. Right, so end of my turn. There we go. The tide is high. Let's shift those guys a bit to keep everything on the mat, preferably. Then we have Thin the Herd. Shuffle the 4 least powerful creatures into their owner's deck. Oh! Mug. Very nice. One-Eyed Willa. While the tide is high, One-Eyed Willa gain elusive and skirmish. Fight, steal 1. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Mollymoke. Play, destroy an artifact. Oh, dude, wow! Artifact destruction. Boom. Neat. That's a That's interesting. It's like a strange alien pelican eating a R2D2 colored vacuum cleaner. All right. Okay. So I guess next turn might be untamed or yeah. We'll see, because yeah, we'll see. Depends how this turn goes. Okay, Keyraken. Crushing Arm. Prey, the least powerful flank creature, destroyed. Yeah. And preternatural will. If the tide is low, heal 6 damage. Nope, the tide is high, so then I gain 3 chains. 3 chains. Keyraken Reaps. Slippery Arm Reaps. The tide is high, so no extra effect. Crushing Arm will fight the least powerful flank creature, so that's Francis the Economist. Up, and 3 damage in return. Grappling Tentacle will fight the most powerful non-flank creature, that will be the Gladiodontus. So, yeah, I should have considered that. But yeah, that's what I want anyway. So here we go. Into Gladiodontus, so that's 6 damage onto my Gladiodontus. And we get 5 damage in return. Shield Arm Reaps. And I will stun and exhaust one of my creatures. So I have a choice between Francis and Venator Altum. Ooh, and the 4 least. So if I go with Untime next turn, shuffle the 4 least powerful creatures into their owner's deck. So that will be Scowly Caper. This has a Pip of Amber as well. So that would mean that Scowly Caper, Francis, Slippery Arm, and then one of these two will go back to deck. Not really a good deal. Yeah. And play destroy an artifact. Yeah, that'll be good to get rid of this thing actually before everything is done. Bloody hell. So yeah, I guess next turn will be Untamed, and the turn after might be Shadows, although this guy will die next turn. Tough calls, tough calls. Okay, so let's say because yeah, let's see, if I put down my Untamed, I will have Flumph and Mollymoke coming into play. This will fight the least powerful flank creature, which will either be Francis or Flumph, depending on how I lay things out. Or Mollymoke, if I put it symmetrical. Like if I keep Deep Root and Gruan here, put Mollymoke there, then he can fight either. So he can trash Mollymoke, I don't care. Yeah, and then the most powerful non-flank creature, so it's still Gladiodontus, that's not changing. And then this guy also fights the least powerful flank creature. So once Mollymoke is out, then it would be Flumph, that would be the next target if I put him there. Or regardless of where I put it really, but there I think would make the most sense, so that Mollymoke would be the first target. And then I get to use my Francis the turn after. Okay, let's do that then. So let's stun and exhaust. Yeah, in case you weren't following, because I keep talking to myself, we were talking about the target for Whirlpool Eddy. Okay, so that will be Venator Altum. Alright. So then, everything readies. And yeah, actually here, let's, well, destroy this guy. That's one fewer target on, like one fewer attacker. And then I get my Flumph get to live another day. So yeah, man, there's so many things to remember. All right, okay, my turn. So, yeah, let's go with Untamed. Ritual of Balance. I will discard Thunderhead. It's not in my best interest to play it right now. Let's, let's shift everybody. Let's put a Flumph here, a Mollymoke who will destroy the bloody Whirlpool Eddy. And I will unstun my Gruen. Okay. Okay, this is getting interesting. Okay, so 3 Sense of Philo, nice. 4 Spore Gorger. The art is hilarious. Give Spore Gorger a +1 power counter. You may remove each +1 power counter from Spore Gorger. For each counter removed this way, deal 1 damage to each other creature. Okay, and then one more card. Freeboot Fae. Play, raise the tide. Reap, if the tide is high, steal 1. Cool. So Shadow's turn next turn, definitely, especially since this guy is going to advance. So up, reduce the chains by 1. Keyraken's turn. Keyraken's advances. Okay. Slippery Arm. Elusive. Reap, if the tide is low, the Keyraken archives 1 adventure card. Speaking of the tide, it becomes low. Keyraken advanced. And then Emergence. Gain 1 Ember. Play, destroying 1 of my artifacts and exhaust 3 of my creatures. Classic. Boom, Ritual of Balance goes away. And exhaust 3 of my creatures. Well, I'm not gonna play Saurian next turn, so yeah, whatever. The Saurian can be exhausted, I don't care. Okay, the Keyraken reaps. This guy reaps, and the tide is low, so a card is archived. Crushing Arm can fight Gruen or Mollymoke. Let's throw it at Mollymoke. Up, that's 5 damage in return. 3, 4, 5. Okay, one more to kill it. This fights the most powerful non-flank creature that remains Gladiodontus. So that's another 6, which is just enough to kill Gladiodontus. Yep. 9, 6, 15, yep. And this guy dies as well, so Book on the Keyraken. And Gladiodontus. Okay, the shield arm reaps. Scary Caper, 2 power, can crash into Venator Altum. That way nothing bad happens to me. And that is the Keyraken's turn. Alright, so who will get destroyed by Caper? Shield Arm or Slippery Arm? I say Shield Arm only reaps, so it's not that much of a threat. This guy is a bit more annoying, so yeah, let's get rid of the Slippery Arm. That's 3 more damage on the Keyraken. This guy is doing some work there, this is great! Okay, my turn. Okay, so we have some shadow stuff. So we'll kill the prey guy with the mug. Yep. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's play Freebooter Faye, Raise the Tide. Nice. Free raising, always good. Let's play Mug. So gain 1 ember, move 1 creature, one ember from a creature to my pool. Here we go, and deal 2 damage to that creature that kills the Crushing Arm. There we go. Get rid of this and deal 3 to the Keyraken. And then put One-Eyed Willa over here. So while the tide is high, he gets Elusive and Skirmish. Always nice. This goes in the discard, and then I can reap with Francis. Nice. Okay. Okay, final card of the deck, Decadence. And now we shuffle. You saw this card, I did not. You have more information than I do. Not that it matters, because my turn is finished anyway. Alright, 3, 4, Riposo, 5, Loot or Pillage, and 1 more chain. Very nice. Okay, 2 cards coming up from the Keyraken plus the archive. Behold its grandeur! Play. The Keyraken gains 1 ember for each creature I control that shares a house with 1 or more of its neighbors, to a maximum of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! Yeah! Swift Current, 2 ember. Artifact. Yeah. Action. The Keyraken's creature with the highest power captures 1 ember from me. If I have no ember, destroy Swift Current and lower the tide. And finally, Lashing Tentacle. Prey, the most powerful creature, Skirmish. You will die. The Keyraken reaps. Wow, he's got a ton of ember there. The Slippery Arm reaps and the tide is high, so no extra effect. The Shield Arm reaps. And Scaly Caper can keep crashing into Venator Altum. I don't care. Actually, hold on. No, he's not supposed to fight because he doesn't have prey. So actually, he should reap. So that's a mistake from my part, which means that he should have had 1 more ember from the previous turn. So in this case, it made no difference. It didn't have enough to um, advance anyway. My bad. Okay, end of the Keyraken's turn. That's a ton of ember that I need to manage there. The Lashing Tentacle dies from Scaly Caper. Another 3. Alright, so we're halfway through. My turn. I forge my second key. Okay. Ah, and no, the tide is not lowered because the Keyraken did not advance this turn. So now we need to do something about that ember there. Well, I'm going to steal quite a bit. So here, with shadows, I can fight, steal one, reap, steal one, loot or pillage, steal one or capture three. Yes, that's quite nice. So I think, yeah, I will definitely go shadows. Whether I steal one or capture three, I'm not entirely sure yet. Let's see. So let's start with that. Reap. Gain one amber. If the tide is high, it is. I steal one. Okay. One Idwilla can fight and steal one. The tide is high, so he's got elusive and skirmish. So let's throw him at the shield arm. Deal 2 damage taken on the armor. And I steal one. Francis will reap. Don't really want to give more ember to the Keyraken. And then I can do a loot or pillage that will... Stealing one is not that relevant, I'd rather capture three at this point. So let's capture three that will go on to... Let's put him there. This guy is pretty solid, so it's unlikely that he's gonna... But he's the most powerful creature right now, which makes him a target for certain things, so... That's a tough one there. Because yeah, if something has to fight the most powerful creature, he will be the target. So let's put him on France. Put it on Francis or... Yeah. Yeah, on Francis, we'll see. That might be a mistake. Oh no, actually no. This guy, because if there's some like there's the card that makes the Keyraken fight and deal 3 to each neighbor and stuff. So let's put it on this one. He's reasonably strong. Okay. Right. So yeah, that's my turn. So 4 cards and then one more, and the last chain is gone. Gladiodontus, he's back. Okay, Keyraken. The Keyraken advances. This is getting real close now. Whirlpool Eddy. No, it's back. Primordial upgrade to the Keyraken. The Keyraken gains Reap, archive 1 adventure card. After a player forges a key, destroy Primordial. Uh, this is a really tough one. Yeah, I'm not too sure. We'll see. Reap with the Keyraken. Okay. The tide is low. Never forget. Slippery Arm reaps. The tide is low, so hold on. Archive 1 adventure card from the Keyraken. Archive 1 adventure card from the Slippery Arm. Reap with Shield Arm. Reap with Scaly Caper. And then a Swift Current action. The Keyraken's creature with the highest power captures 1 ember from me. Shield Arm. There we go. Alright. End of Keyraken's turn. Shield arm dies, giving me back my Ember. Thank you very much, and dealing 3 damage to the Keyraken. Alright, this is a really close one. So right now the Keyraken has 2 armor. And let's see. So 15, 18, 21. So I need to deal 9 damage to the Keyraken to kill it. 9 damage. Okay, so here I can use that guy to remove the armor. Then 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn. I don't have anything in hand. Those guys are stunned. Cruan will not deal much. And then I can Radiant Reap with the creature. Exalt, ready, and use a friendly creature. Ah, man. So close. Because here, I fight, I steal 1. Then I can... Well, if I reap... yeah. Oh, man, this is so incredibly close, but not enough. Just not enough. Ah, Alright, so yeah, I think that's it. Let's go with shadows. I can, yeah, take 2 to flip the tide. It doesn't matter. So this guy has skirmish. I can use him to fight the Keyraken, remove the 2 armor and steal 1 ember. Freeboot Fae can fight the Keyraken, deal 4 damage and take 3 in return. Francis can fight the Keyraken, dealing 3 damage and giving us both 1 ember. And in my hand I've got Sensophilo, Decadence, Gladiodontus, Riposo, Sporegorger. It's the end of my turn. Keyraken has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 28 damage and advances for the last time. Boom! Destruction of the world of the Crucible again. But this was a really cool game, like awesome deck. This guy, who usually is a very risky move when you play him on a normal Keyforge game, here he did a ton of work. So really good piece against the Keyraken, this one. And then yeah, he just reaps. He doesn't fight because he doesn't have prey. So he just sits there, generates 1 ember every turn, and every turn, bam, kills a creature, dealing 3 to the Keyraken. So that's really good piece there. Yeah, this is a cool deck. I like it, and yeah, 3 loot or pillage. So yeah, let's have a check at the deck list here. So manual, Snakemark, Ice Stopper, Imperial Roll, 2 Gladiodontus. Oh, didn't realize there were 2 actually. Physicus Felix, 2 Siren Horn, Trojan Sauropod, yeah, whatever. Carpe Venum, good card, I like that. Sensophilo, Decadence Ostracize Venator Altum, in Shadows, Dead Man's Chest, so yeah, they're a really interesting artifact. Skullcaper for double Francis, Hobnobber, 3 loot or pillage. That I'm really happy about. This is great. 1-eyed Willa, Shoulder Id, good. And on the Untamed side, Mushroom Man, Ritual of Balance, Porgorger, Thin the Herd. So yeah, that card would not work. It does not work very well against the Keyraken. Not in this case anyway. Um, All tied up. Deepwater Gruen. Love me a good Deepwater Gruen. Flume, yay! We've got two cuties in Death Deck. Infighting Key Frog. Mollyhawk. Mollyhawk is good. Yeah, that card is really useful eating the vacuum R2D2. Alright, cool. Well, thanks very much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this one as much as I did. Clearly, I had a blast. And yeah, I'll see you for the next one, which I think I will record tonight as well. Cheers!